Hello, everyone. My name is Alex13.7.2024, and I'm continuing my series, Daily Reality and Ruling Reality as Alex. And today is 13th of July, 2024. And I would like to speak about the reality exit and how, based on our ultimate strategic positioning, are we to live here in this reality. Because yes, we are entering this reality during our birth and we are exiting this reality during the death of our body. So if we, and all of us are anyhow experiencing it constantly, and we are to know why are we exiting this reality and what is the afterlife, what is happening after this, and how what we are doing right now into this reality is affecting the afterlife, and while knowing about and being positioned from a reality exit point of view is essential for everything we are doing here while in this five senses experience that we are having through this body in this reality. And for me, this is a very important topic because this is how I'm constantly enjoying this reality here and why I'm making this contrast between the reality exit and the reality entrance and revealing and experience on a daily level. For me, when I move into this reality and it is happening in more than 33 plus thousand cycles, in the moments when we're opening our eyes till the moment we close our minds and eyes, or when we are consciously exploring through the five senses everything that is around, and when our mind is actively working towards enjoying the integration and the relationship between the reality that is around us and everything that is our inner being. And during this process of de-archiving or the revealing of our own personal journeys here in this reality, what is happening with all of us is that we are experiencing all the limitations that are surrounding us, and they are in a total collision and a total collapse with what is our eternal and inner potential of being limitless beings. So during our experience here in this reality, we are basically on a daily basis experiencing all the types of limitations, and meanwhile, little by little for us is revealed the limitlessness that is beyond the so-called reality experience. And paradoxically, while going through this journey of life and experience and the revealing for ourselves of everything that is possible in the beyond realm and in the realm of the after, we are little by little experiencing the difference between the limitations and the limitlessness that is beyond the five senses, that is beyond just living and experiencing, and what is in the afterlife. So when we look and zoom in into this reality from the perspective of what is after the exit, then we are looking here in this reality from the beginning to its end as a revealing experience, as something that is happening in this reality in limitations. And that's why when we are here experiencing everything that we don't like right now, everything that we want to change, everything that we dream that one day will pass away and we will not be anymore enjoying this reality the way it is, or suffering this reality the way it is, because it's two major things that are holding us and sucking us and drawing us into this experience. It is all the sufferings and all the limitations with which we're constantly fighting and trying to survive through expanding our inner forces forward, or the enjoyment principle of willing to hold and to experience more and to draw more from all the experiences that are revealed before us. It doesn't matter if we are in the suffering camp or if we are in the enjoyment camp. It is in both of the camps there is a necessity for us to be able to unplug ourselves and to see the exit, to see our existence from the beyond into this reality, and to know that all the limitations that we are experiencing right now are just with one single purpose, and it is to prepare us for the afterlife and to show us the potential of the so-called I amness, or the so-called spiritual insight, inner being that is there to be transcended and transformed into a new experience after the exit. So, from this perspective, backwards to the reality, then every daily thing, every major problem, everything that is happening or building or revealing, or the destinies that we are constantly experiencing through the five senses reality. And it doesn't matter how much force, how much energy we are putting towards revealing a new way of reality, or building up towards a specific future, or willing to make our dreams be manifested, still it is just revealing and force, and it is just a temporary thing that is just showing us how much power and how much enabling and how much potential there is within us during these periods of limitations that we are experiencing here in this reality. But once we know that in the beyond, after the exit, there is only limitlessness. There is no restrictions through which, through force, through additional inner strength, we are to express this limitlessness in the surrounding of the limitation while here we are in this experience. Then during the afterlife, we are going to regret and to be willing to come back and to start experiencing again the temporary things. Can you imagine that after this experience, we are going to be willing only for 1 second to experience a limitation, only for 2 seconds to experience any need, only to be able to strive once again and to be able to push all our expressions forward, made by the contrast of the limitations that are around us and the limitless inner energy potential, being, and consciousness that is well seen when it is in a contrast. And of course, this is why both our earthly experiencing right now is very strong and powerful and important, but also we are to look into every of our small expressions, or every of our small series of events right now, not only as temporary, but linked and connected to the afterlife. Of course, all of us are wondering why the most powerful Egyptian pharaohs were obsessed only with the afterlife, though they were able to enjoy and to have everything in this limited realm of experience. Yet all their energy, all their slaves, and everything that was around them was focused upon the afterlife and not upon building or expanding or outgrowing their kingdoms for the people that are going to come in this experience after them. This was not the main goal. And for us personally, when we speak about legacy and when we speak about what is going to be imprinted after us in this reality, the main goal for our legacy is not just to imprint and to leave something here in this reality, but also to prepare during all this journey of experience from the moment we were born till the moment we are going out of this reality, to prepare ourselves for the afterlife. It doesn't matter. For example, me as a Christian, I believe in a certain way of how this experience in the afterlife is going to look like, but it doesn't matter how all of us are thinking and are dreaming or imagining what is after. Everything is about how we are now preparing for this afterlife. Of course, a lot of us can say, well, but Alex, it is not important at all, because once the existence stops, then who cares? At least those that are left into this experience are not going to care, because everything that is happening in the afterlife is directly not influencing what is happening into this experience, some of us can say. But anyhow, since all of us has the eternity built within us, yet also the temporary and the earthly and the non-permanent also built within us. Right now we are into a collision, into a duality, into an experience where, as a multi-dimensional creatures, we can expand and experience different parts or small expressions of what is possible and what is to be in the afterlife. Yet, if we look into this experience right now as something that is giving us a preparation principle for everything that is in the limitlessness that is possible and is going to be in the beyond and the afterlife, then everything that we are doing here is as important for eternity as looking into our temporary small successes or failures or strives as something so strongly put into this energy collision that is going to help us to expand towards what is after. And then when we look into everything that is revealing right now before our eyes on a daily basis as a specific steps towards our purpose and our ultimate strategic standings in the afterlife, then everything that is temporary happening right now, we can look at it with a very strong and powerful understanding and intent that it is part of building ourselves and building the expansion of what is going to be in the after. Yes, in a sense, I'm not 100% and strongly for going into Gnosticism or trying just to know everything that is possible to know, because on the contrary, paradoxically, just the opposite is 100% truth. The less attached we are to knowledge and the less focused we are right now into the knowingness, the more we are able to prepare ourselves and to expand in the beyond where knowledge doesn't matter. And of course, when we go into this direction of knowing that it doesn't matter how young or old we are in a path of preparing for this reality exit. But it is very important, as for the Egyptians, or as for every Christian, or for all other religious people, how are we exiting? what is left after us into this reality experience for the rest that are going to come after us. Because if we look right now into everything that is happening around us, and after 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years, nothing is going to be left from our impact into this reality, as almost nothing is left from the impact from the people that are 2, 3, 4,000 years before us, right into this reality. But anyhow, it is important right now, whatever we are experiencing in every moment, to know that it is part of a more powerful and external and out of the scope of the limitation of this experience framework. So, in a sense, we are now just living in a transcending path towards the afterlife. And we are not to be afraid, but the more prepared we are entering, the more knowingness and the more we are entering our intuitional perspective, the more we are going to be sucked into and drawn into what eternity is preparing us for. And that's why when we have such sayings that we are not to be attached and not to be drawn towards or not to be sucked into this reality experience as the most vivid thing that we were ever going to have. But if we are letting go of everything and we are willing to just use everything around us right now for a preparational purposes for what is the afterlife, then everything that is happening to us, through us, for us, as we are all together, it is just a helpful tools for what is next. And in this way, of course, we are to be immersed into the moment, but not only the moment of the now and what is right now happening with all of us, but to be immersed from the perspective of the eternal, from the perspective of the limitlessness, and from this ultimate strategic positioning that is outside of this reality. We are to be in constant awareness that we are sourced outside of everything that we are experiencing, and so-called game is to go back to the source, which is outside of the five senses experience, outside of just the mind development, outside of just energetical experiences, because where there is no limitation and when there are different frameworks and laws working there, when there is no direct cause and effect in the non-limitation of the outside space, we are then going to enjoy now the cause and effects, because we are seeing now how powerful the collapsing principle that we are giving into responsibility right now is for every our decision right now, and see the powerful force that is able to change the temporary reality. But then we know that at our exit, there is so much more potential that we are able to reveal into the next stage of our experience. Because even the most powerful, the most in-depth person that has grasped almost everything in reality will anyhow exit with a lot of limitations left and is not able 100% to express everything that is put into its potential. But anyhow, in this reality, we're just expressing and are able to tap and are allowed to express only what we are predestined to express. Everything else is kept or reserved for all the others that are in this reality. And that's why all of us are unique, all of us are important. Every little decision that each of us is taking right now in our holographic common reality is building and helping for humanity and all the beings that are into existence to move into transcending in what is going to be next and what is going to be in the afterlife. Once we realize that everything outside this experience is much more holding the structure and it's much more stable than everything that is temporary, and there are so little things that are lasting even through this temporary experience and are forever to be experienced in the afterlife reality, then we are going to know why the positioning and our exit, not only strategy, but standing, positioning through the exit of how we are exiting this reality is important. It is important how we live. It is important how we interact with reality and why we are consciously limiting ourselves only towards our destiny. And instead of resisting it, if we give ourselves away for it, we are going to experience the most possible optimal potential of what is possible to be expressed through our inner being. And yet we recognize that though we are limitless right now, we cannot express everything that is possible, because this is in the reason why there are more than 8 billion beings right now, human beings in this experience, and the projections that there are going to be more than 10 billions. It means that all of us, all this density is important for the reality experience, for the way the humanity is going forward, but also everything that is cooked right now here into this common holographic limited experience is also affecting the outside reality. And this is why, from one sense, we are feeling that there is meaning and purpose, but it's not necessary all the meaning and all the purpose to be revealed for us only in this experience. So this is all for today. My big lesson for myself also is to always be strategically positioned outside of this reality and to know that everything that is revealed before us right now is, and the reason for is our exit and our existence in the afterlife. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your reality and always know there is the reality exit for all of us. And this is the reason why we are now to put our energy and everything that is in our inner being into expressing whatever limitation of possibilities are given for us right now into this reality, because it is so important for the afterlife of all of us. So thank you for watching this ruling reality with Alex, because for me personally, everything is interconnected, and whatever you are able to grasp from all this knowledge, for sure it is going to help for all eternity for all of us. So enjoy your reality and always remember it is going to be a reality exit, and maybe later on in life, we are going to see so many missing points that we were able to interact in a much more deeper manner. Bye bye for now.